Time to get to work, James. We have got news to make. Oh, life is good, isn't it? Hello, everybody. How's it going? And welcome back to another video. And today, I've got for you some brand new Just Cause 3 gameplay screenshots. So if you didn't know, about a month or so ago, it was announced by Square Enix that Just Cause 3 was coming out for the next-gen platforms and PC in 2015. So be expecting some gameplay at E3 2015. But we have got some gameplay screenshots, and that is insane. They look amazing. Okay, right, we're going to jump into them, and then I'll talk about them. Let's go. So here we have the main protagonist, Rico Rodriguez. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy from the other Just Cause games. And we've got him here standing on top of a bus. Obviously, you know, standard Just Cause stuff, car surfing, vehicle surfing, you know, that kind of thing. You know, you get up to that. He's got his machine gun here. He's got his, you know, his kit and stuff. The graphics look amazing. I know I'm just generally pointing out what you guys can see, but I'm just sort of, just look at that. Doesn't that look really, really great? Especially, oh my god, this game is going to be so beautiful. And imagine the destruction, everything they can do on next gen. Oh, it's going to be insane. And the environment looks really cool as well. Like the building, like I think this area we're going to be in, I don't think it's the same place as Just Cause 2. I'm 100% sure it's not. So it looks pretty cool, this new area. Can't wait to see more in the coming months. So here we've got the next screenshot, which shows him standing on a bus again. But look at that. Everything about it is just, the environment really reminds me of sorry, the environment really reminds me of Far Cry in a way. They've kind of got all like the foliage, all like the leaves and stuff, and it just looks, oh, it looks insane. The graphics on this, oh my god, I've always loved Just Cause. Just Cause 2, I could still play that today and have huge amounts of fun. I might live stream one day for you guys. If you want that, comment down and let me know. But look at the helicopter, look at all the bullets, all like the rubble flying up in the air. You got the explosions, the smoke, there's that car on the right over there, and oh, the graphics, everything. This game is gonna be insane, and imagine, literally, I would be happy with a game like Just Cause 2 with upgraded graphics, because Just Cause 2 is still amazing, but think of all the new stuff they can put in this game with next gen. Think of all the actual destruction they can cause and stuff. This game is gonna be insane, and just, oh man, let's move on because there's a lot of screenshots here. I want to show you guys the next one. So we have the next screenshot, which is of a giant statue, obviously. This shows a lot of the environment, in a way. I think is that a destroyed tank there? Yeah, it's a destroyed tank. But it shows a lot of the environment and kind of the area we're going to be playing in. Obviously, this is probably one of the statues that we'll be able to pull down and destroy with a grappling hook, or, you know, blow it up with a plane or a rocket launcher or a helicopter. And also, you can see the environment we've got going on here. It's very, very Just Cause-esque, you know. It does look like a Just Cause game. But obviously, it does look very different to Panau from Just Cause 2. I believe it's Panau? Panoi? Panau? I always said Panau. But, yeah, this does look really, really cool. And it looks very dynamic and diverse and stuff. And as you can see in the background, there's just a few mountains and things you can just kind of see over the trees. So obviously, it's going to be very mountainous. That's what it's known for. It's lovely landscape and stuff like that. A lot like Just Cause 3. Sorry, not Just Cause 3, sorry, Far Cry 3. The map reminds me a lot of the different Just Cause games. I do like in the environment because they are quite similar. But I love the environments in Just Cause because it allows them to look absolutely gorgeous, and this just looks like I can't wait for this game, man. But yeah, this generally looks really cool. You can't see many pedestrians, but that's probably just a screenshot. I'm just wondering what the crowd sort of is going to be like in this game, whether you can see a lot of people on the streets or not that many people. Hopefully they learn from Ubisoft and go, you know, we don't need that many people in one area. But let's move on to the next screenshot. So here we have the next screenshot of Rico Rodriguez, and he's clearly doing a bit of base jumping in, might have just jumped out of a plane, a helicopter, something like that, and he's heading down to this little sort of satellite base thing. This reminds me of one of the things of Just Cause 2. You basically, what you do is you cause a lot of destruction in the game. You get like chaos points and stuff. You didn't really know that. And this is all going to be destructible. Obviously, you can probably just destroy this entire base, and the whole thing will be able to collapse to the floor. Which in Just Cause 2, they did a good job of that. Like, pretty much everything was destructible, but this is next gen. I'm expecting that entire base to be able to be completely fucking destroyed, which would be pretty sweet, and that actually gives you a lot of points. And you can have a lot of fun with destroying things on Just Cause, which and this is one of those things. Probably like there's probably some guys there trying to defend it, and you can take them all out, destroy the base. It's probably just showing kind of one of those side activities. It just showed the kind of landscape of the map. It's very mounted, stuff like that. You can see some of the roads sort of curving in and out and stuff. I really hope the driving mechanics on this game are a lot better than Just Cause 2. I'm not expecting them to be like GTA or something like that, you know, but I do hope the driving is good, so you actually sort of do feel like, maybe, yeah, I do want to use a car this time, because on Just Cause 2, I felt a lot of it was using, like, your grappling hook, using planes and flying, and you didn't really tend to drive anywhere because the driving mechanics were a bit shit on Just Cause 2. But hopefully they're improving this game and the driving is a lot more sort of fluid and realistic, which would be quite good. But not so realistic that it's not like Just Cause, if that makes sense. You know, just kind of get a good balance so you do kind of want to drive a car because it does feel quite nice and fun to drive. Rather than kind of clunky and unrealistic like it did in Just Cause 2. But you can see a lot of the area of the map. You see the water down there on the right, the mountains and everything, all the trees and leaves and stuff. And the landscape does look really, really cool. And I'm sure this map is going to be absolutely huge, considering next gen and considering Just Cause 2. So we'll move on to the next one now. So we've got the next screenshot of Rico in some kind of explosive area. I think he is outside. Yeah, he is outside. There's a road down there, and you can see, look at these visuals. This is one that's probably showing off mostly the visuals because you can't really see much other than the explosions. But you can see there he's got his grappling hook, which he always has, and his dual wielding, you know, machine guns, pistols, whatever you want to use. You can dual wield, and you can also have like a, you know, a rifle and stuff, which was always really cool because you can choose what weapons you want. I wonder if the weapons are more diverse in this game. Maybe they're putting more, which would be really, really cool, because that gives us more of a choice than in Just Cause 2. But this kind of shows the destruction and kind of the chaos you can cause in Just Cause 3. Now here shows one of the things that I personally loved doing in Just Cause 2, which was getting propane tanks, using my grappling hook, attaching one to like one end to the propane tank and the other one to like an enemy, and making it fly up in the air or whatever. And then this kind of happens, and it ends up just going fine and exploding, and it's just great fun to attach propane tanks to things, because when you shoot them, they end up taking the other thing with them and just flying off in the air, and it's great fun. As you can see here, there's a lot of, you can see the different environment and stuff like that. All the mountains and the trees and everything look so realistic and cool. You can kind of see off in the distance this map is pretty huge, which obviously it's going to be. And it's looking really nice and really, really cool. So that's just a little view of the area, and also the propane tank flying about, which is a pretty fun thing to do. Here you can see a little bit of the combat in Just Cause 3. You can see there's some guys here. I'm not sure whether they're friendlies or not. They probably are. And or maybe they're no, sorry, they're probably the police actually. And you got the helicopters, you got the police cars. There's some chase going on. He's trying to escape. You can see him in the middle there. He's running. He's got a shotgun, which is another obviously a weapon. Confirmed shotguns, but yeah. We've got Rico here trying to escape from the cops. A lot of destruction going on here. There's a lot of smoke and explosions and gunfire and all that good stuff. And there's 3 helicopters here coming to get Rico. So, you know, it's going to be pretty fun trying to fight off the cops and stuff like that in this game. Obviously, it's not a big part of the game because, unlike GTA, it's not like, oh, I got to fight the cops and stuff. It's just a small part of the game. But maybe they've made it a bigger part in Just Cause 3, kind of like made it kind of more fun. And this does look really, really cool. So yeah, that's that. Now, this screenshot here has got to be one of my favourites. You've got Rico here with his double assault rifles on his back, and he's holding a chain gun, just destroying some kind of base. You know, it's kind of like a fort or something, like an encampment, because on the left you've got one of these towers. And yeah, this generally looks really, really cool. So he's just there causing a bit of chaos, causing some destruction. And yeah, this screenshot's pretty cool. That looks really, really fun. Can't wait to be doing some of that in the game. The next screenshot kind of looks similar to the one we saw earlier of him at that like kind of satellite base. And obviously it shows us his iconic parachute there, where he has like infinite amount of parachutes that he just kind of whips out of nowhere. But you can see a lot of the landscape as well. Obviously it's quite misted because it's nighttime, kind of, you know, dusk. But you can see a lot of the sort of things in the distance. You've got like mountains, you've got some lights there on the right. And obviously some lights coming out of the actual base there, which you can probably go ahead and just destroy if you want. This screenshot probably takes place a little later from the one we saw earlier, where he's kind of started base jumping and he's parachuting, and somehow the sun has managed to set in that short amount of time. Yeah, I didn't really think about that when I was saying, actually. But yeah, it's fine, you know. This is obviously the satellite base. It's coming down. It's going to try and attack it. Stuff like that. I don't know why I keep calling it a satellite base. I don't know. This is a satellite, and it's probably a base. I don't know, but he's got his parachute, and this screenshot looks really cool. This screenshot now, honestly, is fucking gorgeous. You can see that just freaking beautiful landscape. Look at that water. Just look at it's giving me fuck. That water looks amazing. The landscape looks amazing. The lighting looks amazing. Everything's amazing. I can't wait to see this game in action. I can't wait to play this game. Those graphics are fucking beautiful. Look at that. Oh, and he's got his parachute there. Oh man, this is looking pretty great. Maybe this is set in the Caribbean somewhere. Maybe that's where this is set. It'd make sense, you know, Cuba or something, you know, Assassin's Creed 4. But yeah, this looks insane, and I can't even. Yeah, that is. I'm sorry, that is looking beautiful. Okay, right, moving on. This one here, we've got Rico on his parachute. There's some explosions going on. There's a little blue thing down the little left. The bottom left. I'm guessing that's like a siren or something. But you can't really see much because of all the motion blur, which honestly makes this look really, really cool. And, this screenshot looks really, really nice. Look at that. That just looks sweet. I can't wait to be blowing some stuff up in this game. But yeah, that one looks really, really cool. Not much to say about it because there's not much there is to say. There's nothing really going on. But explosion looks cool. Everything looks cool. That's a nice freaking screenshot. So this is another landscape one, and it looks just as beautiful as the last one. So obviously all the mountains and things like that, the water, the beautiful fucking water down in the left, and all of the environment and the buildings and stuff. You've got the roads, the trees, the sky. Oh, I can't get enough of this, man. Cannot wait to see some gameplay. Cannot wait to see some gameplay, sorry. Cannot freaking wait. So the next screenshot we can see he's on a plane here. I think they've added a new feature, which is probably walking across vehicles whilst you're on top of them. Because we saw on the bus earlier, he was kind of walking forwards, and on top of this plane, he's kind of walking to the side. So maybe what you can do is you can hop on a plane, you can move around. Obviously here he's blowing some stuff up, causing some chaos. There's a statue there. And you've got that explosion. Looks gorgeous. Look at that. It's wind turbines in the background. I wonder if we can destroy some of those. And this plane looks marvelous. And this game just looks great. You can just look at the destruction and yeah. There's not much I can say about these. I'm trying my best, but there's not much to say. It kind of speaks for itself. It's kind of like, you know, he's on a plane, he's blowing something up, and it looks great. So yeah, next one. This here shows, I guess, like, I don't know, a rough area of the map? I don't know. This is kind of like the police area, I'm guessing, because it's got police on the right, and then it's kind of got spray paint everywhere, so that must mean maybe there's gangs in the game that you can join up with, like in Just Cause 2. But on his back there, he's got a rocket launcher and an assault rifle, equipped with also dual pistols, I believe, which is, you know, standard. And as you can see, he's walking towards this military area, or police area, so you don't really know what's going to happen, but it does look absolutely gorgeous, just like the rest of the screenshots, looking pretty damn good. This nighttime shot honestly looks insane. It's the same area we saw earlier in the really cool daytime one, but at nighttime you can see the moon on the water there. Everything looks really nice. Everything's lit up by the moon. It looks really, really cool in the moonlight, honestly. That looks really insane. It's normally easy to achieve nighttime sort of good-looking graphics because they seem to do that in all games, but daytime's always a bit more difficult. This game looks amazing in day and even more amazing at night. Next one. Here shows one of the things that I did a lot of the time in Just Cause 2, which is to grapple onto a helicopter and then hijack it. You can see a bit of the environment, the lighthouse down there, and the mountains in the background look so far away. Honestly, this map is going to be huge. You can see the helicopter up there looks nice. The graphics look really, really cool, and the textures look good on the helicopter. The grappling is going to be pretty fun. This looks pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I quite like this next screenshot. It shows a helicopter there shooting at a car, armored car thingy, armored truck, I don't know. But I'm guessing Rico is up in the helicopter there shooting down at this thing. It looks insane. I think they've added motion blur to a lot of these just to make them look better. But it does look good. This game really, really does look good. And obviously another nighttime shot. And everything's glowing orange because of the bullets being fired and everything. And it just looks really, really cool. That's a really nice screenshot. I like that one. Again, this screenshot's pretty nice. You can see a lot of the area and obviously one of the cars. It looks quite similar to either a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, possibly a mix of the two, because in Just Cause they never have official licenses, and the environment is looking pretty cool. He's just obviously dived this off of a cliff and then jumped on top of it to quickly parachute or something like that to quickly get around, and that looks pretty sweet. And the last screenshot we have is, so we're finishing on a bang, albeit a bit of a pun. But this shows a ginormous explosion going on there. The graphics for the explosions look insane. Obviously, just done it in this helicopter with some pretty awesome firepower. Can't wait to get my hands on this helicopter and start blowing some shit up. It's going to be pretty awesome. But that looks so good. They've really shown off the explosions. I think they're probably really proud of them. They're like, guys, we made really cool explosions. They're really, really good. Look at them. But, you know, it does look good. It does look good. You got to give it to them. The explosions look insane on this game, and I can't wait to blow everything up. The explosions got to look good, considering Just Cause is basically based off of blowing stuff up. But, yeah, it looks pretty sweet. Well, there we have all of the screenshots for Just Cause 3. I do hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'll leave a link in the description where you can see the screenshots for yourself on a website, not on the video, if you would prefer to do that. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see some more Just Cause 3 information, which I'm probably going to be covering because I love Just Cause, then comment down and let me know. Smack that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new for brand new Just Cause 3 updates and information. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!